Hello guys, in today's video we are going to learn about the elements of design. There are various kind of elements like lines, color, shape, value, space, size, texture and others. Line. The first and the most basic elements of design is that of the line. In drawing, a line is the stroke of the pen or pencil, but in graphic design, it's any two connected points. Lines are useful for dividing space and drawing the line to a specific location. Say in this image, you can see various kind of lines of various thickness. Some are dotted, some are firm lines, some are thick, some are thinner, some are curves. But these all the lines should have different kind of identities. Second is the color. Color is the one of the most obvious elements of design for both the user and the designer. It can stand alone as a background or to be applied to the other elements like lines, shapes, textures or typography. Color creates a mood within the piece and tell a story about the brand. Every color says something different. In this image, you can see these are the primary colors, the yellow, blue and red. These are the secondary colors, the purple, green and the orange. And these are the intermediate colors. These are the analog colors, which are the shades of yellow. These are the complementary colors which complements each other. You can see they are the opposite colors, the purple and yellow, red and green, blue and orange. Then split complementary colors. Split complementary colors are just the adjacent color of the complementary color. Say for example, if there is a yellow, opposite there is a purple. So the split complementary colors is this one and this one. Similarly, if you go for green, the opposite color is orange, and then the split complementary colors will be this one and this one. Now here you can see the hues, the tint and the shades. Now there are shapes. Shapes, geometric or organic, add interest. Shapes are defined by boundaries such as line or color, and they are often used to emphasize a portion of a page. Everything is ultimately a shape, so you must always think in terms of how the various elements of your design are creating shapes and how those shapes are interacting. Now in this image you can see various shapes: the circle, the oval, the triangle, the square, the trapezium, the diamond, the rhombus, the hexagon, the heptagon, octagon, rectangle, pentagon. So these all are shapes. In this world, if there are no shapes, you can't define anything. So shape is one of the most important elements of design. Now the space. Now what do you understand by space? There are two kinds of space, the positive space and the negative space. The positive space is which everybody understand, and it is very evident in today's world, but we don't emphasize too much on the negative spaces. Negative space is one of the most commonly unutilized and the misunderstood aspects of design for a page. The part of the site that are left blank, whether that's white or some other color, help to create an overall image. Use negative space to create shape as you would any other element. Okay, so in this image you can see the shapes. The upper part shows the positive space and the lower part shows the negative space. The upper part is been showing with the black color, but in the lower part the entire screen is black and the white portion, which as you can see as in fish, is left blank. So that's a negative space. Now the texture. It's intuitive to think about texture when the piece isn't ever going to be touched. Website and graphic design do rely on the look and impression of texture on the screen, however. Texture can create a more three-dimensional appearance on this two-dimensional surface. It also helps by build an impressive world. So texture is something which you can feel, you can touch it, you can know how it is. It can be dotted, it can be lines, it can be anything. Here you can see these are grains, but these are very fine grains. These are some bigger grains, these are some lines which is coming out of the background. Now the scale. Playing with the scale and size of your object, shapes, types and other elements add interest and emphasis. How boring would be a symmetrical website with all similarly sized ingredients be? Vary, but the amount of variation will depend heavily on the content within. Subtle difference suit professional content, while bold one prefer creative enterprise. Here you can see various circles of various size. So like for an example, uh, you have an elephant. Everybody know how big an elephant is, right? Now everybody knows that how much big a fly is. Now for an example, if I show the size of an elephant and a size of a fly of a same size, just imagine how would it look like. So scale play a very important role in the elements of design. We should know the scale, that how much bigger an elephant is than how much bigger a fly is. So when putting on a same screen, the scale of both the elements, the fly and the elephant, should be of the same scale. Say for an example, this is referred as an elephant, then what will be the scale of a fly? Probably this one, right? Now harmony. Harmony is the main goal of graphic design. According to Alex White, another author of the element of graphic design, so you know it must be important. Harmony is what you get when all the pieces work together. Nothing should be superfluous. Great design is just enough and never too much. Make sure all the details accord with one another before you consider the project complete. Now this is something as an example of a harmony. You see this image, it shows the perfect example of a harmony, that how this is flowing in this image. Thank you.